Hello Can-Am Ryker lovers, welcome back. This is Emil and today I'm going to give you an update on the mirror DVR which I installed on my Can-Am Ryker. Let's have a look. As you can see, I added the windshield. And this is the sport shield from Can-Am and it fits perfectly to my mirror. This is the view from the back. This is the view from the front. And probably you can see I made a hole in that panel so I can still use the front view camera. It's not that pretty, but I'm still working on it. I have to do some touch-up paint on it. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this setup, the way it is right now. Yeah, there was a couple of reasons why I decided to change the setup because first of all, I wanted to add a shield. I realized I live in Canada. I'm only get 2 months of summer. So it's pretty cold outside. Even now it's towards the end of May and the lowest temperature was 7 degrees with the humidity 72%. So on a highway, 100 kilometers an hour, that feels like -2 or -3. So there is no fun. And that's the reason why I want to have the shield. The second reason why I want to have this shield was because I want to have full visibility of the factory screen, which I didn't have before. I was only able to see the speedometer, but now I have full vision of all the features of the bike, including signals and everything. I couldn't see the signals before. And that's another improvement. And the third reason is because I wanted to make this mirror weatherproof, and now it's completely sealed. It's pretty covered. I covered those vents in the front, and it's pretty safe now. I have no concerns to ride this bike in the rain now. The only thing with the screen is this is the lowest position that I can keep it. It's pretty much 3/4 from the bottom because if I'm going to drop it lower, then the screen is going to be in the way of the front view camera. As I said, the front view camera is optional. If you don't like to have a hole in the front there and you want to keep the screen all the way down, then you can just lift the front view camera. It's not going to do anything for you, but in my case, I want to have recording all the times, front and back. I already installed the shield, and I'm going to show you the difference between the shield that I made and this one. As you can see, the height of my shield is almost the same height with this shield support from Can-Am. And I made this bracket from a piece of plexiglass, roughly 6 inches by 2.5. I drill 4 holes, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add some bolts. This is the idea, is to have this bracket glued to the mirror at the lowest position as possible so I don't see it from the top. Then I have the screws at the bottom. I have 2 nuts that will give me the gap, and then when I'm going to install it here, it's going to give me the right angle. Instead of being straight like this, it's going to give me a bit of an angle, and that's going to fit perfectly with this shield support. The plate is glued. Now I'm going to use some black sealant to cover all these holes, and why not make this mirror weatherproof. All sealed with black sealant. I'm pretty sure it's waterproof now because all these vents at the back got covered with this plate. I also covered the speaker, and the only way that the water that might gonna get into this mirror is through these top plugs, which I can also seal. I'm also planning to cover these vents so I can protect the mirror from wind and rain. And I made these little pieces from plexiglass, and the visible face I cover it with vinyl wrap. So I'm going to mount them like this and just seal them with black sealant. Seal those vents from the inside. You're not going to see anything because the mirror is going to cover everything. So from the outside, it's going to look like this. Before you mount the screen, get some grease behind these brackets because this screen adjustment is so stiff. I'm using a thread locker for the nuts. As you can see, I have to put a nut at the back and 3 at the bottom to give it that angle, and also to push it away a bit so that I can accommodate this this cord. Otherwise it will be super tight. So I kind of push the mirror out a bit. As you can see, it's not flush with the bracket anymore. And I believe that the main reason of this hose actually is not for venting, it's for you to be able to tighten these bolts. So you'll get your screwdriver right through here. Because as you can see now, it's difficult, it's an angle. So I don't think these are actually vents. This is probably the main reason why they made this hole, so you can get your screwdriver right through. And in the summer, for example, in the city, if I don't want to use the screen, I can use it like this. Still looks good. Actually, it looks better than mine. I love it. Even without the screen, I can use it like this for the summer, or if I'm not going on the highway. But if I need the screen, why not add the screen? The extra protection. I really want to have the front view camera feature too, so I made a hole into this panel. From behind I installed a plexiglass which is tinted. That way I can I mean, this is optional, it's up to you want to do it or not. It's not that pretty, but I know it's functional. Now I'm able to see the factory screen. And this is the front view camera. There's a little bit of obstruction right here, but that's fine. Backup camera, screen, all set. And from the front, kind of like this. You can barely see it. All I have left is I have one of these angles, aluminum angles from Home Depot. I wrapped it in vinyl black, and I'm going to use with a double-sided tape, tape it right there so I can cover the wires completely. All completed, shield, wire covered, full access to the screen, full view of the factory screen, full adjustability of the handlebar,